From Beverly Alford. Elite is amazing. She's level-headed and fair. Do
Aw.
y'all think Elon Musk has major Amber regrets? By the way, you must cover the Daybell Vallow trial, Elite.
So this is the I think the third time today that somebody has mentioned this. Maybe it was you, Beverly. But the Daybell Vallow trial, I've heard. I don't know anything about this case other than the name, so I clearly need to look into it. But as far as Elon Musk having major Amber regrets, probably. I can't imagine that he wouldn't, based on the things that we know and based on the things that we've heard. But I mean, he also apparently we learned today that he donated $500,000 to the ACLU in her name when they were dating.
Wow.
So yeah. I mean, yeah, make of that what you will, but that was apparently supposed to be part of her obligation to the ACLU to pay from the her divorce settlement. She publicly pledged to donate all 7 million that she got from Johnny for the divorce, to half to the ACLU and half to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. And it looks like she has not met her
Wow.
obligation to either one.
No way. So Elon donated like 500K of his own money, like under her name, so that he could like help chip away at what? Oh, it's like, well, don't publicly pledge it then if you're not going to do it.
And then she also at least twice publicly stated that she had paid all 7 million. So it's, and they're in evidence. I've seen the exhibit list. She went on a Dutch talk show and said that the divorce wasn't about the money. I already donated all of that settlement, where I said I was going to donate them. And then
Wow.
apparently in the UK trial, because there was a previous trial that was similar to this one, in the UK, but it was between Johnny Depp and the publishers for The Sun, for a very similar case. But she testified in there as a witness. She wasn't a party, but she testified as a witness. And I believe I haven't looked at the actual transcripts, but people have said all over the place in my chat and elsewhere, that she also said there that that she had already donated all the money.
And is that something that they can use to say, like, hey, she lied about donating all this money? Like, maybe we shouldn't believe her as far as this goes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, someone's level of honesty is always at issue for any witness. That and their perception, right? Like if you've seen My Cousin Vinny, there's that famous scene where the little old lady walks in, with her glasses, and says, that she had seen the defendant, that he was the one that shot the guy. He was the one that did it. And then he asked if she had been wearing her glasses that day. She said that she hadn't. He asked her to take it off, and then he walked however many feet away that she said that she was, and then holds up his finger and says, how many fingers am I holding up?" And she's like, I don't know. So yeah,
Wow.
perception and honesty always at issue for all witnesses and the parties.
I heard somewhere that like Elon and Amber had a threesome with somebody, and I was like, ooh, that's the first time I heard of him being involved.
That's alleged. I don't know if there's any evidence to that, but I know that that's a rumor at the very least. There's also a rumor about, so Amber announced a year ago, that she now had a baby through a surrogate. So it was, found that out through social media. There's a lot of questions about who provided the other half of the genes for that surrogate. And a lot of people suspect that was maybe Elon Musk. I don't know if there's any truth to that or not, but that's another one of those like rumors about Elon related to this case.
She's like, yeah, give me that Tesla baby. Why not?
Yeah, seriously.
Get that get that space sperm out of here. Wow, Daybell and Vallow. I quickly looked it up. It's just regular people, not famous people. Looks boring to me.
I've but I people did say though that the facts of the case are pretty crazy. So I still want to look into it.
Why would Elon have Amber regrets? Like, were they?
I mean, having been in a relationship with her.
Oh, okay, still likes her.
Or maybe regretting having gotten entangled in it in the first place.
Okay.
Because everybody's talking about Elon in this case. Is he going to testify? Is he not? Quick answer on that: no, he's not going to. I mean, it's been reported that he and James Franco are both were expected to maybe testify. They're not going to. But Elon Musk in particular, I figured a while ago that he wasn't going to, because of the fact that, well, when you're testifying as a witness, generally speaking, especially in civil litigation, you have to sit for a deposition, or at least both of the parties want you to sit for a deposition first. And in order to sit for a deposition, or in order to pull in a random person that's not one of the parties for a deposition, you have to serve them with a subpoena. And so you have to have proper service of that. He's never been served. He's somehow managed to avoid that in one way or another. So he's never been deposed, which means there was no way that he was going to end up coming into trial as well, because one of the parties was going to object to it, probably Amber's side, honestly.
Ooh, okay, interesting. Yeah, I was told to look up the Elon Amber elevator video, but all I see are stills.
Yeah, so there's also, I mean, the way that they sort of factor into this particular case is one of the ways to define abuse in Virginia is emotional abuse related to like if the abuser is making unfounded accusations of infidelity, like that in combination with other stuff. And so there is evidence in this trial so far that Johnny was making accusations about accusations about Amber being not exactly true to their relationship.
Wow.
So the question is, are these unfounded, or is there reason for him to believe that? And so there is some elevator footage showing Amber and Elon during the marriage in the elevator together, with her bringing him up to the penthouse. And same thing with James Franco. Yeah, see, that looks like Amber. This is going from the penthouse. Those stripes are the penthouse floor, the striped carpeting. And then you'll see a different kind of carpeting down for the lobby. So I mean, the thing about it is, like,
the elevator is always watching.
Yeah, it's if you know, like, she had to know that this was gonna get recorded.
So she went from the penthouse to down here. So they're saying that she went from Elon's place to
the penthouse is actually Johnny's penthouse where they were living. Well, he had a series of penthouses. It was like 1 through 4 or something, or 2 through 5. I don't know. Anyway, he had like 4 or 5. Yes. Yeah, basically. But this was like when he was out, he was away because he just didn't want to be. This was May 22nd. Okay, yes. This is the James Franco video. People are saying in the chat, and the date suggests that this is James Franco.
So she went to pick him up. He is wearing some sort of veteran hat. Stolen valor, I think, is happening. I served in Vietnam. It's not James Franco.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it, right? So it's like, yeah, I mean, you don't really see too much except for like it, you know, he starts to, you see him cozy up, and then he's got his head on her shoulder, and they kind of, you know, and like, I don't know, maybe being very charitable could be
so
friends.
tired. He could be so tired.
Yeah. But he's got a backpack. Looks like an overnight bag, maybe.
Looks like a hoe bag to me.
So,
we pay cash for videos.
Interesting. So this is, by the way, so this is May 22nd, 2016. This is the day after one of the big incidents that Amber alleges against Johnny. This is like the final one before the 27th is when she filed for divorce and a domestic violence restraining order.
Damn.
So it's like,
so she was over it. She was on to the next one.
Yeah, so that footage is interesting, or at least James Franco's testimony would have been interesting for 2 reasons. Number one, either to show that, there's she's getting cozy with Elon there. You can see that in the still.
Man, if this elevator could talk.
Yeah, I know, right?
Wow.
Yep, there's a nice little hug there. A friendly hug, right? Perfectly platonic.
You know, maybe they're like, well, you know, let's leave some space in the elevator in case someone else wants to come in.
Yeah, exactly. But so the other reason, you know, besides the potential infidelity issue, it would have been very interesting to hear from James Franco, because of the fact that Amber alleges that she was violently attacked by Johnny Depp on May 21st, the day before that footage, where it's like
Wow.
she's talking about him pulling her by her scalp into one room and then another room and then another room, and and like giving her black eyes and bruises and all this kind of stuff. So hearing from James Franco would have been very interesting to say, did you see any marks on her face? Did you see any bruises? Did you see anything?
Yeah,
So
if I got like kind of beat up by a boyfriend, I wouldn't be like ready to have some like random dick the next day. I'd be like, let me take a day to chill. Let me take a bath. I'll listen to some music. I'll recoup.
yeah, I mean
Mm.
it's and especially because it's like I've seen people putting up photos of like Rihanna after she was beaten up by Chris Brown. The photos that she had of of that incident are way far and away different from what Amber has in terms of her photos. And and I don't remember exactly what the allegations were for Rihanna's, but like the level of violence that was alleged sounds about similar. And so it's just you have very radically different images of what they looked like. I mean, her face was like completely swollen up, like her eyes like were just almost swollen shut, essentially. So
Ugh. Yeah.
it's a very, very different image and very much not what Amber is showing in her photos.